A wake-up call is only valuable if you wake up. Welcome back to Time-Tested Mastery. Today I'm not approaching this podcast as a speaker, coach, or trainer. I'm sharing something important as the student. And that distinction matters. One of the great traps of having years of experience is believing that because we know better, we will always do better. We won't. At least I know I won't. I spent years teaching discipline. I've talked about personal responsibility. I've explained how small decisions compound over time. I've helped people recognize where their habits were taking them. And I believe every word of it. Now, something just happened. I received some health information that finally got my attention. My coronary calcium scores showed a small amount of plaque in my arteries. Cholesterol and ApoB were higher than they should be. Now, it's nothing catastrophic, no ambulance, no heart attack, no doctor telling me I am in immediate danger. But just enough information to make me stop. My body was quietly saying, "Mark, your choices are beginning to show." That sentence stayed with me. Because if I'm honest, this wasn't my first warning. Years ago, my doctor said, "Mark, your cholesterol is a little high. A plant-based diet would be good for you." And in my mind, I thought, I love steak, bacon, and chorizo. I'll try to be a little healthier. Later, the conversation became, "Mark, your cholesterol is still high. We should probably talk about some medication." And I told myself, it's only a little high. I'll exercise. My blood pressure is under control. There seems to be controversy over cholesterol anyway. I had an answer for everything. Until now. So here we are. That phrase kept coming back to me. "Mark, here we are." Not because of one meal, not because of one missed workout, not because of one bad decision. Here we are because life quietly keeps a record of your repeated choices. Our businesses do, our relationships do, our bodies do, and our character does too. Eventually, what we repeatedly do becomes difficult to deny. Now, here's the part that almost made me laugh. The morning after getting all this information, I walked into a bakery and I bought an apple fritter. Later that day, I went to a baseball game, and instead of ordering water, I ordered a Coke. When I told my wife what I had done, I actually laughed. Not because it was funny, but because it was so human. You see, the apple fritter wasn't the problem, and the Coke wasn't the problem. Those choices didn't create plaque overnight. They revealed something much deeper. They revealed how quickly good intentions lose to familiar habits. And I realized something else. Knowledge isn't usually our problem. Most of us already know. We know we should exercise. We know we should eat better. We know we should make the phone call. We know we should apologize or save money or ask for help, to stop procrastinating. You see, knowing and changing are not the same thing. That's why a wake-up call is only valuable if you wake up. As I thought about all of this, my first reaction was exactly what you'd expect. I need more discipline. I need more choices. I need to take control. And all of that is sort of true. Personal responsibility matters. No one can eat correctly for me. No one else can exercise for me. No one else can take my medication for me. But then another realization hit me. Personal growth has never been only about individual effort. I think we've fallen in love with the myth of the self-made person. The disciplined individual who conquers every weakness through sheer willpower. It makes a great story. It just isn't how transformation happens. Every meaningful stage of my life involved somebody else, someone who challenged me, someone who believed in me, someone that taught me, someone who held me accountable, someone who told me the truth, whether it was doctors, mentors, friends, my wife, people who noticed things I refused to notice. Maybe that's why human beings have always grown best in community. We are remarkably different personalities, different backgrounds, different gifts, but human nature is amazingly consistent. We seek comfort, we avoid pain, we rationalize, and we procrastinate. Sometimes we compare ourselves with people doing worse so we don't have to become better. And I did exactly that. I said, I exercise. I'm healthier than most men my age. I don't smoke. All of that is true. But comparison became camouflage. Being healthier than average isn't the standard. The standard needs to be much simpler. Answer this question. Are my choices moving me towards being the person I want to be? That's a much harder question. And that's where time-tested mastery suddenly became very personal. The principles I've been teaching all these years weren't for everybody else. They're for me too. And truth follows trust, control before confidence. Small decisions compound. Mastery comes from becoming a student of your own experience. And this time, I am the student. Here's another lesson I'm learning. Information isn't enough, and motivation isn't enough. Even a wake-up call isn't enough. We need systems, we need accountability, we need habits, we need people who know what we're trying to accomplish. Some of us are suffering in silence because we think asking for help is weakness. It isn't. Silence isn't strength, and isolation isn't discipline. Sometimes the strongest decision we make is simply saying, this is hard. I need help making a better decision. That sentence can change a life because truth really does follow trust. When we trust someone enough to tell the truth, change finally becomes possible. Not guaranteed, but possible. Today, I don't feel defeated, oddly enough. I feel hopeful. I'm not excited because I have plaque. I'm excited because I have finally stopped negotiating with reality. I'm not going to pretend anymore. I don't have to figure everything out by myself. I don't have to be the expert all the time. I can simply be the student. Now, maybe your wake-up call isn't about your health. Maybe it's about your marriage, your finances, your faith, your real estate business. Maybe no one else even knows what's happening, but you do. So don't waste it. Tell someone, ask for help. Accept accountability and take the next right step. Because the next right decision is always waiting. There's no perfection, just the next right decision. I'm grateful my wake-up call came before having a serious heart issue. I'm grateful for the people willing to help me understand it. And I'm actually looking forward to mastering this journey too. Not because I think I'll be perfect, I won't. There will probably be another apple fritter somewhere in my future. But one poor decision never has to become two. That's what I'm learning. Time-tested mastery has never been about becoming someone who never struggles. It's about becoming someone who knows what to do when they struggle. They learn. They share it. They accept help. They live by success principles. So make the next right decision, then repeat. Because a wake-up call is only valuable if you wake up.